Sup, Newtypes? The year is 1989. Emperor Akihito brings forth the new Heisei era of Gundam. War in the Pocket is currently airing. Tomino is once again directing a Gundam project with the help of Sunrise president Eiji Yamauta. This is going to lay the foundation for the next 10 years of Gundam. Cool, is it going to be a TV show or a movie? Tomino says, I'll never tell. If you want to have a TV show, you better have something ready by April. Tomino's team was working on ideas right after Char's counterattack. But the two words that came out of these initial meetings were formula and family. Early concepts include a group called Crossbone Van being an assault force against EFF, Seabook's father in a forced labor camp, and Bara Roma being a tomboy. Scriptwriter Tsunehisa Ito joined the writing team. His job is to take the outline and write the teleplay if it's a TV show or a screenplay if it's a movie. Can someone tell me what the hell we're making over here? Nope. The studio wanted Yasuhiko to help animate. Certainly he will say yes. Nope, they didn't get a yes bitch. They got a no. He is now officially retired from anime after Venus Wars was considered a failure. Yes wants to focus on his manga career. Bro doesn't want another Gundam property to send him to the hospital. He ended up producing some of the best watercolors you will ever see, so we forgive him. He will help out with some character designs, however. Kunio Okawada also returned, uniting the three legendary Gundam creators once again. Okawada made designs inspired by the automobile industry for the Gundam, while referencing Babylonian culture for Crossbone Vanguard. He is responsible for the Shot Lancer. The team got to work not knowing if this would be a movie or a TV show. It wasn't until September of 1989 that their TV proposal for F91 got approved. They originally planned for a 13-episode series.
Several months later.
Hey, just kidding, can you actually do a movie instead? Some say this is when Tomino's hair started falling out. Settings manager Koichi Inoue said this was due to time constraints, but Mamoto Ishii claims this may be due to the rise in variety shows. Asian variety shows are the original low-energy reaction videos of the old TV world. Just a person in a bubble reacting to things. The first 13 episodes are now going to be a theatrical film. Good luck, Ito. It's the 90s and the characters need to represent that. Yas creates a new mechanism to allow pilots to show their face in a spacesuit. Okawada makes the first version of the space arc huge, but Tomino says small ship, make it fit into a colony. Okawada then designs Crossbone Vanguard mobile suits. Tomino says, I like that one, call it the vagina. We'll retool it later. Tomino did his own storyboards based off of Okawada's initial designs. In January of 1990, Yas finalized his character designs. These later iterations take advantage of that cinematic look while keeping what makes Yas unique. This is Shigemi Ikeda. He worked on Double Zeta. Tomino says, do you like drawing straight lines over and over again? Ikeda says, boy, do I ever. He goes on to draw the backgrounds, bringing Tomino's world to life. I'm sure he will go on to do great things. Meanwhile, the design of F91 was based on a time jump that now has to be cut. They used this time to overhaul the titular Gundam and do something bold. Okawada's original design was more of a traditional Gundam. This eventually goes on to be the basis for F90. Though Okawada finalized the design, it was Yas that fine-tuned the Gundam's face. At the last moment, Tomino says, hey man, can we add shadow clones to this Gundam like a ninja? God damn it, Tomino. Tomino once again wanted the Gundam to be completely white. Nope. Bandai says, oh Tomino, we've played this game before. You know what color it will be. Ito makes a 260-page manuscript. That's too long. Don't worry, we will edit it down in the storyboard process. Oh no, the storyboard process made it even longer. Tomino talked to some American friends. They suggest they change Van to Vanguard and Roma to Rona. Good job talking to Westerners. We don't want another Dangar incident. Tomino says, guys, I just rewatched Ultra 7 again. Can you make Iron Mask have a weapon like Ultra 7's Ice Slugger? Ito says, yeah, sure man. This has been a nightmare, but you could fulfill your tokusatsu fantasy, I guess. Did Iron Mask even use this in the movie? Nope. In May, the F90 and F91 were on display at the 29th annual Shizuoka Hobby Show, and in June they finally announced formally to the world of the F91 movie. Yas is so checked out at this point. He isn't even wearing a suit. In Japan. He's not wearing a suit in Japan. Think about it. Things are looking good. Oh hey, by the way, do we have an ending for this story? Nope. They started reworking a flashier ending to the movie. Oh no, Kunio Okawada is hospitalized. Yas is just happy it isn't him this time. His assistant Junya Ishigaki picks up the slack. He and Tomino started making designs for what would become the bugs and the Reflexia. Okawada makes his return. He does the final edits on the Reflexia and gets all the credit once again. These designs slowed things down. Final animation cuts were made in December and voice recording was done months before the theatrical premiere. The Stardust Memory team eventually chipped in to help. In order to appease fans, they released a model of F90 along with the F90 A to Z project. This entire side project would go on to inspire F90 Fastest Formula, an F90 cluster which needs to be translated, damn it. People who had pre-ordered a ticket were given a VHS of the first episode of Stardust Memory. One drop subplot involved a Jupiter's-class ship called the 1000th Jupiter transporting Helium-3 to Frontier 4. Mobile Suit Gundam F91 released March 16, 1991. The movie was a mess and was only fixed when they released the final edition on VHS and Laserdisc at the end of the year. The final edition is what most people have seen. Crossbone Vanguard mobile suits break into the new Frontier 4 4 space colony. We're about to talk a lot of shit, but one thing is for certain, the mecha animation is some of the best that hand-drawn animation has to offer. This is Seabook Arno. He's a leg guy.
Hey, nice legs.
This is Cecily Fairchild. She's being auctioned off. Oh no, the colony is attacked. Oh no, this child is dead. All hell is breaking loose. Quick, take the bread. All of the kids get out of there on a cargo truck while the Federation and Crossbone Vanguard fight. Watch out for those shell weapons! Old man Roy says check out my old gun tank. This is the evolution of the Lodo. Arthur goes out on the tank. Oh no, Arthur is dead. Maybe if I shake him more, he'll be fine. Seabook gets into the tank. It didn't work out for Arthur, but Seabook will be fine. He's the main character. One Fetty soldier says quick, use the children as shields. Cecily gets a new type tingle. Darrell Rona looks for Cecily in his burger Dallas. He, with the help of Cecily's dad, kidnaps Cecily. Darrell happens to be Cecily's real sister. Her real name is Bear Rona. None of this is set up and you just kinda have to run with it. They don't know where her mother is. That won't matter because she'll just show up later. Seabook escapes with his friends to Frontier 3. Maitza Rona is the patriarchy of the Rona family. This is Kurotsa Rona, aka Iron Mask. He is doing a Star Wars. They want Cecily to be their queen. Sometime later, the kids are helping out with the resistance. Seabook learns that his mother is the one who designed the Gundam. She works for SNRI. They are the new leaders of the military-industrial complex. Maitsu tells Cecily that the Rona family will help space noids as more and more people return to Earth. You just have to ignore the autocracy. We are better than you peasants, but we still want to help. Seabook's sister Reese shows the engineers the cat's cradle, which happens to be the key to rewiring the Gundam. They ask Seabook to pilot the Gundam. He wonders if the Federation is going to lift a finger at all. Nope. It's up to a small group of rebel forces to take down the Empire. We're going full Star Wars. Screw it, might as well rip off John Williams. Seabook goes out in Gundam F91. He tries to grab the beam rifle, but misses. One guy tells him to use those macros, bro. Seabook sneaks into the Rona mansion to find Cecily. We're now in a different scene. We got out of that last scene quickly. Don't mind the whiplash. Cecily is finally gonna become Bear Rona. Nice, let's celebrate with a fascist military parade. Darrell says that's gay. Denon gay. Someone tries to shoot Iron Mask. It's Seabook and his team. Why did you aim for the mask? He and his father try to escape, but his dad dies in the process. Seabook went out against the Space Ark's orders, but they choose not to show you that. Time for a cry session. Iron Mask kills Cecily's stepdad. Cecily's mother shows up randomly. It didn't matter if she was missing earlier. This is Zabine. He is in love with Cecily and his boner will guide him all the way up until Crossbone Gundam. He teaches Cecily how to pilot the vagina. It is late UC, certainly the Federation has cool countermeasures, right? Nope. Launch the dummy balloons. They haven't failed us for 50 years, damn it. The kids almost suffocate a baby. Whoops, no oxygen. Alright, composer Satoshi Kadokuda. You already stole from John Williams. Can you make something original for a change? Satoshi says the best I could do is rip off the fanfare from Star Fox 64. Good enough. Seabook's mother, Monica, is trying to get in touch with the Space Ark. Monica, look out for that space trash! There's absolutely no reason to add this scene of Monica falling, and yet Tomino said we really need to see her trip on her scooter. Seabook uses the VSBR. This is one of the cooler weapons of late Universal Century. Are we gonna learn about it in this movie? Nope. You have to read F90 and F90 Fastest Formula to see how essentially everything in this movie started from F90's VSBR mission pack. Homework? In my anime? Anna Marie likes Zabine, so the two fight. Oh no, Anna Marie is dead. Everyone is yelling everyone's name like they learned about each other over a long period of time. Do we see that in the movie? Nope. This sucker gets hit by a steel door. Seabook fights against Cecily. He says, hey, stop fighting us. She says, oh, okay. She is tired of fighting now that her grandfather is dead. So Maitza Ronan just gave an epic speech and then died in between scenes. What the hell, man? If you are mad that this video is chaotic and all over the place, well, I feel the same way about watching this movie. I think Sam finally has something to say.
That was you?
Monica finally catches up to the Space Ark. Iron Mask releases genocide robots called bugs. It goes full Thanos and kills randomly. Sucks to be this random father and child. Get wrecked. Seabook fights the bugs. Oh no, Birgit dies. Cecily is sad as though they knew each other for a long time, so another time jump must have happened. I'm American, my insurance doesn't cover all this whiplash. Seabook never misses spin class. Time for some electrolytes. This destruction of the Zantmikar was beautifully animated and tactically satisfying. Iron Mask launches in the Reflexia. The captain and Monica talk about Seabook growing throughout the years. Wish we could have saw that. Cecily and Seabook bicker like an old couple while fighting Iron Mask. Cecily's vagina is ripped apart by Iron Mask's tendrils. It's just like one of my Japanese animes, but with an electro complex. Seabook overclocks F91. Good thing he has radiator fins. He could create after images like Naruto, or every anime ever. He is faster than Iron Mask and is able to strike him down. Zabine pieces out until Crossbone Gundam, where he definitely won't betray anyone. Darrell didn't do shit this entire series. Certainly he will play a bigger role in Crossbone Gundam, right? Nope, he's dead before the manga even starts. There was this whole Crossbone Vanguard Civil War. You would have loved it. Do we get to see any of that play out? Nope. Monica tells Seabook to use the biosensor to find Cecily floating out in space. What's the biosensor? It's this whole thing, don't worry about it. Seabook is able to find Cecily. What a beautiful ending to a chaotic movie. The movie ends with the words, "This is just the beginning." Ultimately, Crossbone Gundam and Silhouette Formula were the only spin-offs launched at the time. It turns out this was just the end. Tomino supplied Yuichi Hasegawa's story notes to create Mobile Suit Crossbone Gundam, the greatest piece of Gundam media ever created. Certainly they will be making an anime of this series real soon, right? Right? Nope.